Hi, I'm Veer Satya. I'll explain you how do you prepare for an interview using ChatGPT for a particular requirement. In some cases, what happens is you'll have a job requirement, but there will be some gap past experience and the requirement, so we can fill the but as usual, right, you need to fill that gaps, right, before going to an interview. So we'll take the help of ChatGPT to fill the gaps. So this is a 9-step process where you can fill the gaps. First step is you need to give a prompt to ChatGPT for sample projects, right? Based on the job requirement. So first I'll go through all the steps, then I'll explain you with one example. So the next step is you have to analyze the projects, right, which are given by ChatGPT. Each project will have some specific phases which will be given by ChatGPT. So you have to analyze those. Well, then you have to step 3. You have to prompt ChatGPT for 100 questions, like 100 interview questions for that particular requirement, and what might be the possible. So the step 4 is you have to analyze each question and figure out the gaps. So suppose that you are confident about that question, you can go ahead. You need not figure out the gaps. Suppose if you are not confident about a particular question and answer, so then you have to figure out the gaps. Then you need to step 5, you need to prompt ChatGPT to explain the gaps. So there these gaps, right, you have to analyze. So again, so so you have to repeat the process, right, for each and every question. So then step 6, you have to prompt ChatGPT for most common issues for the project which are listed in, like for example, all the projects, right, will have some issues which will be faced while the execution of the projects. So all those issues will be listed, and some solutions also will be listed. So you have to repeat step 4 and step 5, right? You have to understand those issues, right? So you have to repeat step 4 to figure out the gaps for those issues, and you have to analyze those issues. You have to repeat step 4 and step 5. Then you have to go to step 8. So try to analyze the gap in your past experience with the data you have collected in the above steps, and document the gaps. So in this step, right, so whatever you have to, your past experience, the data you have collected, all the data, right, whatever you have done, you need to copy it in a Word document, so that, right, you can use it earlier. See this process, right, process. Okay, so you need to do the steps 4 and 5, right? 4 and 5, even for in this case also, whatever gaps you find between the data you have collected and your past experience, right, you have to analyze those, and you have to repeat step 4 and step 5 till you understand. So then prepare and improve the Word document for each interview which has similar job tech. So for this similar requirement, right, you have to prepare the Word document. You have to improve it again and again. So by the time, right, till you get your job, right, you need to improve the Word document. So that is the steps involved in this. So we'll just so I have some subscription. You can go through those, which I have given in the comment section. We'll go to an example. Okay, I'll go to the chat GPT. Okay, so the requirement which I'm taking is, so there's a basic Azure AWS IoT or Azure IoT requirement. I'm just copying the requirement, right, whatever is given in the chat GPT. So here what you have to give is, okay, give some sample projects based on job requirement requirement. Just copy this in a semicolon. Okay, just put enter. Yeah, it will give the list of projects and the steps involved and the brief overview steps, right? It will give for each see. There's a agriculture system, then smart building management, and the list of steps involved, right? It has given even fleet management using AWS IoT core. So, fourth project, then five. Okay. So okay, these are the list of projects which ChatGPT has given. So what we can do is just copy this to a Word document. This is for your future reference, which is a very good document. So just copy this below the Word document. Just we have copied. So now let's first refer the next step. So from now analyze high level phases for each project which are given by ChatGPT. So next step is, so if you see we have copied in the Word document, right? We'll just take one sample project. So this is the sample project, right? So you have to analyze each and every phase, right? The just on a broader level, just it is given, right? Objective, device integration, security, implementation, data management. All these are different steps which are there in the thing. So then you go to the then so after you have analyzed, right, then go to the next step. So this is prompt 100 interview questions. So let's next we'll give one more prompt, like give 100 interview questions based on above job requirement. Yeah, so here, right, it will give, right, the list of questions. So first is that first step is don't go for question and answers, right? It will be confusing. So instead of that, right, first get only the questions. Then because there are 100 questions, right, you may not be able to complete all the questions and answers, right, in one go shot. It is because for getting perfection in this 100 questions, right, it will take uh, 1 week to 2 weeks depending upon your past experience. So it may take 1 month also for some people. So first is go to each question. First take out the only the questions only. Just copy these questions as well. Okay, you'll copy this question. Now just will, okay, now copy it, right? We have copied. Now what you do is, so we'll just take the first question. So okay, how do you design a scalable IoT solution using, just copy it and explain. Next step. Suppose if you know this answer, right, for this question, you can directly suppose if you know this answer, right, what you do is just enter and type the answer for this question here. Okay. Okay, type the answer for this question. Okay, so this is the answer for the next question. So it's a lengthy, right? So you similarly you have to copy this, you have to analyze. So answer for this question is given, so you have to analyze this. So for one question only there are about 7 steps which had to be analyzed, right? So there's a lot of information here. Okay, you need to copy this as well for the. Okay, so okay, just copy this. Okay, just copy this. Then we'll go to the next step. So so step 4 and step 5, right, you have to repeat for each and every. There are 6 steps, right, for each for the first question which it has given. So you have to analyze each step and go. This is step 5 is nothing but explanation whatever I've given, it has given, right? Then go to step 6. So prompt chat you for most common issues. Okay, so then next is, okay, I give most common issues faced in above project execution. It gives the most common issues, right? So you have to copy the same thing, right? This and copy this. Yeah, it gives all the issues whatever is, and it is giving solutions also in some cases. Okay, so you have to analyze those. So that is the next step. So yeah, similarly you have to copy this right to this thing. So next, right, you will go to, okay, so, uh, okay, so most step 6 is the word. So we have to repeat, right, whatever issues it has given, right, you have to repeat step 4 and step 5 for the even most common issues. You have to analyze each and every step and you need to copy it to the Word document. Then the next step, right, once you have to some extent for one question, you have to analyze the gap between your past experience and the data you have collected. Similarly, right, you have to improvise your gaps, right, by giving the same prompts. So put it everything, right, in the Word document, whatever prompts you are giving, right, you have to put it in the Word document. And for each and every similar job requirement, right, you have to prepare everything. So you have to brush up through the all phases. So that is the basic steps. Okay, yeah, that's all from my end. Thank you.